Hi everyone, Inat Kessler here with a new tutorial, and today I'm going to show you 5 ways to make DIY snowflakes. So the first idea is simply to draw. So you need 3 lines meeting together, making 6 edges of the snowflakes, and then add little arrowheads along the 6 sides of the snowflake. You can even add more. And then circles at the end. Really easy and fun way to make a snowflake for cards or gift cards. Next, let's make a quilling snowflake. So what you need to make are 6 1/4 by 5 strips, 12 1/4 by 4 strips, and 12 1/4 by 3 strips to make the entire snowflake. So I'm going to show you how to make one side. I've already made the other sides of the snowflake. So what you need to do is apply glue to the edge of your strip and glue it together. You start with the longer one and then attach the 2 shorter ones on each side of the longer strip. One on the right side, one on the left side. And then the most shorter strips go again, one on the right side and one on the left side, until you have your entire bunch of curled paper strips. I'm using white strips of paper, of course, because it's a snowflake, but you can use other colors. Please don't use cardstock, use just plain paper because you need to curl it, so it needs to be really flexible. Once you're done with that and you have all your parts ready, you can go ahead and assemble your snowflake. Just making sure they're all the same size by making them a little bit flatter, so you have 6 sides of the snowflake like this. And then you apply glue on the bottom of your snowflake piece and attach it to your card. You need to make sure that all the 6 sides are perfectly aligned together. Don't worry about the little glue blobs. They're going to dry clear and nobody is going to see them. It's best to use liquid glue here to attach the different sides of the snowflake. So now you have a giant snowflake on the front of your card. You can add more embellishments, curl a little strip of paper for the center, and then you have your second way to make a snowflake for your card. The third way to make a snowflake is really easy, but you will need a punch for it. So a snowflake punch is available at all craft stores. So I've punched different pattern papers to make different colored snowflakes, and I am arranging them in a circle to create a wreath. So the first layer is just glued to the paper. The second layer is going to be attached with foam tape to add more dimension and make it a little bit more 3D and a little bit more interesting. Again, you can use white paper and punch white snowflakes and add them to a darker background so they will be visible. So just arrange the second layer of the punched snowflakes, and then you have a really cool wreath of snowflakes on the front of your card. Just keep adding them until you're happy with how your wreath looks. I think this one is really easy to make and really fun too. Just a few more pieces and then we'll be finished with our snowflake wreath. The fourth way to make a snowflake is by using embossing powders and a stamp and using a technique called resist. So what I'm doing is stamping the snowflake with embossing ink, which is a special ink you use with embossing powders. It's transparent so you can't see it. I have two sizes of snowflake stamps that I'm stamping. Now I'm going to sprinkle embossing powder all over the paper. Because it's white on white, you can't see it, but I'm going to make a resist background, a colorful background, and you're going to see it really good. So now use your heat tool to apply the embossing powder and to activate it. And then I'm just stamping some ink pads on my acrylic, my silicone sheet. And I'm going to spritz it with water. That will give me a very liquid sort of ink. You can do this with any type of ink you have. And I'm going to press my card against that ink, and now you can see the embossing really shining through because the ink doesn't set on embossing ink. The second method is to color punched transparencies snowflakes on with alcohol inks. So you punch a few transparencies and you take alcohol inks, apply them to the applicator. I'm using 3 different blue colors, and then I'm coloring the transparency snowflake with the alcohol inks. Alcohol inks are really great for adding color to plastic and glass and things like that that regular inks can't set on and won't. So this is a really cool way to color those transparencies, and then you simply attach them on the card or the gift tag or whatever you want, and you have really cool snowflakes. Just attach them with a little bit of regular glue. There you have it. So here are our methods of making snowflakes. I really hope you like this tutorial. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and click on the little bell icon to be notified when I upload a new video so you won't miss anything. So thank you very much for joining me, and I will see you next time.